All right, so yesterday we started to create our vision board. Don't worry if it's not done yet. I know it can take some time, and really it is good if you are thoughtful, and you take some time to really find images, to think about your goals, to find things that really excite you, that excite your imagination, that get you fired up about. So the next couple of days are going to be more on the mellow side in terms of like exercises and doing, so that you can continue to build that future self vision and to build that vision board and those goals and make them really exciting, really compelling, and do it in a way, that is really going to excite your imagination. But now that we have this vision of the future, it actually gives us some pretty neat things that we can do, because a lot of us struggle with decision making. I hear from people all the time, oh, I can't decide, or we have perfection paralysis, and it's like, oh, I have to come up with the perfect plan. But here's the thing, once we have a clear vision, we can start to weight decisions against that vision. And there's one question that matters above all else in this: am I honoring the person I'm becoming? Because now you know who the person you're becoming is. So when you have a decision, you can just ask yourself, am I honoring the person I'm becoming? Is this moving me towards the future that I want, to creating that future in the present? And that's simple. And now suddenly, so many decisions in our life become so much more clear. Maybe you're having a disagreement with a friend, and part of you wants to come back kind of with conflict and go, no, you were wrong, and this and that, and da 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 da. And you've even talked to friends and they've given you that kind of advice. And this other part of you is like, I'd love to find like the conflict resolution way. Like, what's the high road? Well, who were you in that future self vision? Were you someone that carried themselves with poise and eloquence? It was kind of regal and like always put together. Well, how would that person handle the situation? Probably take the high road. So there's your answer. You don't have to think about it anymore. Similarly, if you are given an opportunity to start a job with a friend, or you are offered a job at a different company, you can look at that and be like, well, what makes sense? What is the clear road to the future self vision that I've created? Is having a business, is that part of it? Or is working for this company? You can start to weight decisions against, and that's what I was talking about. It's not about having this plan and trying to force reality into this plan. It's about navigating the present as it unfolds, because we can never see the choices that we're going to be presented with, the opportunities, but when we know where we want to go, we can often weight the two things and be like, well, which one is more likely to take me in that direction? Which is honoring the person that I'm becoming, the person that I want to be, and coming back to our language week, saying I can't versus I can, and how can I? Now this is another level of asking, how can I? How can I get there? How can I make that much money? How can I be that fit and healthy? How can I have that fulfilling relationship? How can I do all of that with balance and happiness? How? And again, your mind, the deeper part of your mind, is going to start crunching all the data, going through everything it knows, and looking for solutions. And that's exactly what you want. Just like I talked about solving for $25,000 a month instead of 10, stimulating your mind, going, mind, this is what I want. How are we going to get there? And let me tell you, things that once seemed impossible will become possible, because you'll find a way, because there's always a way. And I've talked about this before, but we often can think of a time in our life when we were determined to get something. Maybe we were determined to go to school or go on a vacation or purchase something that we wanted. And the money wasn't there, but we were so determined that we found a way. And that determination we can apply to everything in our life. So that future self-vision that is so exciting, apply that determination to it. Ask yourself, how can I have this? How am I going to get there? Am I honoring the person I'm becoming? Who do I want to be in this situation? What would the person I'm becoming do? This is a great time to go back to your true self, your authentic self from that director's chair exercise we did. Remember we had old self, not self, and our true self. That's a great time to go back to that because we've been envisioning the future and maybe update that list a little bit. What things from that showed up in your visualization meditation or on your future self vision board? What things are different? Maybe you need to update that list. Maybe you need to take some things from the list you made last week and add them to your vision board. Or maybe you need to take some things that you've thought about with your goals and your vision board and add them to that. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to have all these things going, but it's just, again, about thinking, about stimulating that way of thinking and getting really clear on crafting the person you're becoming, because when you get clear on who you want to be, you can become that person. We can do anything. People do all kinds of amazing things, and you can too. So I hope you're starting to see that. I hope you're starting to believe it. And I also hope you're starting to really see, you know, these tools and how powerful they are with getting your mind on board with what you want. When you get your mind on board, you can have anything you want. You're doing amazing. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.